Hey guys, so welcome back first to the kitchen. Today is not anything specific. I'm just bringing you guys with me with what I'm doing to get caught up on preserving previous harvest, like last year's harvest, because I need to make space in the freezer for the chickens that will be coming, and I have a lot of catching up to do on current harvest. I do not know what I'm going to get through today, but I'm just bringing you with me in the kitchen, telling you what my plans are. But first, I have a package, and I told you guys about this the other day, so can't wait to show you, because this is going to make a lot of my processing from my harvest much easier. And I got the Kitchenaid food processing attachment. Hopefully it works, because honestly the Kitchenaid that I have was my mother's. She passed away in 2000, and I know she had it sometime in the late 90s. I think I was still at home when she got it, I think. So somewhere between a mid to late 90s model. But this Kitchenaid attachment food processor, I hope, is going to do all the right things. It looks like it grades, shreds, maybe juliennes and chops. Okay, that'll be fun. I don't think I need this today though. I have vinegar out, so like I have probably 35 pounds of cabbage leaves in the fridge out in the garage. I was waiting on this food processor to grate up my small carrots from my carrot harvest. Let me show you what I just brought up from the freezer. So I have my steam juicer pulled up, and I have all the cherries that we harvested last year. I'm gonna throw those in the steam juicer so we can make some cherry jelly. I never got to that last year. And this, it's not all from my harvest. Cameron, our son's fiance, her sister works at a food bank, and a lot of times there's excess that's going to get thrown away. So if I want things, she brings them to me. So they had like a whole bunch of frozen fruits. I was like, yeah, bring it, I'll make jam and jelly. So we have bags and bags of frozen, like it's a medley mix. It looks like blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. Some of them are just bags of strawberries, which I'll keep separate. So I've got bags and bags of those. But then I have, guys, I told you it was a dismal strawberry harvest this year. So I have a big bag of frozen strawberries. Another one more full 1.5, not even half. So maybe 3 gallons total of strawberries was all I harvested this year out of the garden. And then I have an old bag, which is quite freezer burned, but hopefully it does okay, of peaches, 2016. Should have used those a long time ago, but I'm gonna throw them into the strawberry jam and do like a peach strawberry jam. Don't want those to go to waste. With the other mixed berry, I think what I'd like to do is do like jar up almost like a pie filling for like quick mixed berry cobbler mix. And then I brought up 2 bags of shredded zucchini. This is still from last year's harvest. I probably have 6 quarts left of this. I'm gonna make up some zucchini bread and zucchini muffins. I bought Todd a fishing charter trip out on Lake Erie for Father's Day, and that's tomorrow. I think it would make some quick snacks to take with us. And then I brought up, and I almost feel guilty about this, but then I don't. This is, I would say, a good solid 3.5 gallons of freezer burnt green beans from last year's harvest. that we just never used. We had so many green beans and I harvested everything I could. And honestly, you get to a point in green bean season where you just don't want to see any more green beans or can any more green beans. And they typically get tossed in the freezer and people like me forget about them. I'm setting these out. I'm going to feed these to the pigs. So that's the one great thing about having a cycle on your homestead where, you know, if it's not the chickens getting compost, the pigs get fed. It supplements their feed. So it's not a total waste. So I think first what I'm going to do is get the steam juicer going for the cherry juice. That seems to make sense. Oops. We love this thing. We use it a lot. And I'm so very thankful for it. So say this year you are harvesting pears, apples, any kind of fruit that would have a core and peels to it. You can throw all those cores and peels in here and you still get a lot of juice out of it. And then you can use that juice concentrate and just can it as is for a juice concentrate, or you can make more jelly with it. We use it for seedy type fruits a lot, like raspberries, blackberries, mulberries, because we don't like seedy jam, and it gets the juice out of there. I've done blueberries in it. Somebody also said it's great for tomato juice. Throw your tomatoes in there, steam juice them, get all your tomato juice out. I might try that for the first time this year. That would be fun. But let me get these going. Again, this isn't a how-to or anything. I'm just taking you guys in the kitchen with me. I've definitely got how-tos on each one of these things I'm doing. Maybe not specifically, but something similar. So there's already a using the steam juicer video on YouTube. We'll link it here or at the end so you can go and find that. That is a bucket full of cherries. So I'm just going to turn this on, and this takes quite a while to get going where juice is actually coming out, and that'll give me time to get started on the jams. So as you can see, I froze them just as is, washed with the stem on, just because I'm sure I was in a hurry that day. So the nice thing is they come off super easy after they're frozen. So I'm just taking the tops off real quick. I don't core my strawberries when I freeze them or use them for jam. You can if you like. So I was just out in the garden with you guys and doing the amendment with the compost in the last video to plant my peas and get ready for my carrots. If you guys didn't catch that video, go check it out because I think it's going to be great. I'm really excited, and I was rushing in that video to get in here to do this and to escape the rain. I don't know if you guys can tell how dark it is outside, but it had immediately started thunderstorming as soon as I got back in the house. So that's another great thing. Save these kind of tasks for rainy days. We haven't had that many this early summer and late spring, but now that we're having one, I'm glad. I'm thankful because I can get this kind of stuff done. I just thought of a fun thing. So I have 3 different brands. Rachel's brand of frozen strawberries, Simply Nature, which I think is that an Aldi's organic brand, I think. So we'll open this one, and then I don't know if you guys have Meijer, but Meijer is a main grocery store here in Michigan. And we will open and pull one out just at random of each and see who has the best looking frozen strawberries. Wow. Okay. Okay, so this is, bring it down here. Can it focus? That's Rachel's. This is the Meijer, so obviously GMO, not organic. really big, but kind of like funky looking. And this is the Simply Nature. So probably see, it's very ripe on the outside and not very ripe on the inside. Mine's ripe almost all the way through, nice, clean. This one might have had a melt issue and then a refreeze. So, but I think mine look pretty good. Okay, well I got, what is that? 32 cups of strawberries in my 2 pots. I'm gonna go ahead and turn those on, get those cooking down. I decided not to go with the peaches after I opened the bag. All it smelled like was freezer burn, and I don't want to affect the flavor of some good jam, so we're not gonna do that. They'll just get fed to the pigs with the green beans. Okay, the strawberries are cooking down nicely, so I'm gonna get these pureed up real quick. I'm not gonna completely puree them because I do like a few little chunks in there, but just a little bit. Okay, I am using Pomona's pectin to make my jam, which supports a very low sugar jelly or jam cooking desire. So I'm gonna add my 5 teaspoons of calcium water. Okay, so pre-measured out is my 5 cups of sugar for each pot. After they cook down and you mush them up, I'm assuming it's close to 10 cups of sugar. And the worst part of making jam for me is the defoaming process, where you have to constantly scoop out all the foam it's creating on the top. My favorite spoon to do that with is like a gravy type spoon. It works wonderfully. So just do this continuously as your strawberries are coming up to a boil, your whatever it is. I think strawberries are the worst for foaming. Woo, game is on, game is on. This is where it gets tricky when it's just you and 2 pots, because you gotta go keep that from boiling down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, almost 26 pints. We'll save this for myself so I can have one fresh. So I think oddly it's not setting up super well. I mean, so when I wipe the lid, I mean, it's definitely not runny, but it's not exactly as thick of a jam as I like. I think it'll be fine, but I think it will be really good as a thick syrup or something to mix in to a dessert. But I mean, look at it. Sorry, that's gross, but it definitely is holding. It's good. So if you guys haven't tried Pomona's pectin, I love jelly making time. If you guys haven't tried that, try it, because you can make super low sugar recipes. Just the only thing to note is it doesn't have necessarily a super long shelf life. It'll start breaking down over time, and you'll find that your jellies get runny. You can either reprocess those, but I typically do this for Christmas gifts too. We will never go through this much jelly. So a lot of this will be gifted at Christmas. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe the rims and get them loaded up in the canner. And then I'll bring you guys back and we'll look and see how the cherry juice is going. Well, this is gonna be exciting because I'm gonna see, well, number one, if I have to, how many of these can I fit in my All-American canner? I'm hoping one batch, one job for all of these would be crazy exciting. Todd just got in from the grocery store. He said it smells like a candy factory in here. Yeah, we are good. Want to see? Ta-da! Todd, can you come help me a second?
On my way.
Thanks.
Man, that smells good.
Yeah, I know, doesn't it? Okay, that's about what I expected. Not a whole lot, but that's good. Okay. Because it was just a really, really full gallon bag and like half a gallon more of cherries. So
dark.
yeah. And it smells amazing. And that's from tart cherries. We didn't get any cherries this year on our cherry tree. It was just a really weird fruit cycle here. The mulberries never came, which typically protects our cherry tree from the birds. And because the mulberries didn't come, the birds devoured our cherries. We didn't get any. And the same exact things happening with our raspberries and our blueberries. We see them ripening as soon as we go out thinking that we're going to get some, they're gone. So it's just not a good berry year for us, period. That is what your kitchen starts looking like on crazy canning days. Oh, and then you're washing and washing in between. So I thought about it for a minute, talked about it with Todd, and what I've decided, and it was Todd's glorious idea, I give him all the credit, was thinking about what should I do with the cherry juice. We decided, with his help, that I will just can a cherry juice concentrate, and he helps me think, like, I was thinking, what do we need? Like maybe thinking like a cherry, save it for like a cherry flavored barbecue sauce. He's like, well, you're always buying juice concentrates for kombucha flavorings. So there you go. I will, that's 3 pints of cherry juice. I'm gonna add, just because it is tart cherry, I'm gonna add just a half cup of sugar. And we'll dissolve that in, and then as soon as this strawberry jam is done, I'll be able to put this in there and can it. All I gotta do is bring it up to 190 degrees or so, and let this sugar dissolve, and then we'll jar it up. I'm probably gonna jar it up in pint-sized jars too, because that'll probably be, I might do pints. I'll do pints. All right, I'm just pulling out the strawberry jams. They're all set. And I've got 3 pints of cherry juice jarred up to go in. And then I can start on the zucchini bread. And I'm about getting caught up. Oh no! I forgot I still have the counter of the mixed berries. Okay, so what I will do, let's do this. I will hold off, stop. I will hold off on canning the cherry juice for now until I get the berry mixture made up, and then we'll can that batch. And then, while that's canning, I'll get started, no, wrong way. I'll get started on the zucchini bread. Isn't that pretty? It may not be like perfectly thickened for pie filling, just because I wasn't quite sure and I didn't take time to measure how much like juice it made for the thickener. So if anything, when I take it out of the jar, I will just add some cornstarch to it before I use it. But it looks yummy. So I'm gonna get this ladled in, excuse me. And I just had a quick bite for dinner. And after this, I want to be done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get going on. I got the canner heating up so I can put this in there. And then we will get going on the zucchini bread. speaking of zucchini, so last year I canned, so typically all of us freeze grated zucchini for zucchini bread. If you want a different option, last year I did this and I've used it many times and it worked out well. Grate your zucchini and can it like mock pineapple in pineapple juice, and you will be able to use that just as you would your frozen zucchini in any desserts and stuff. And it has a nice, enjoyable pineapple flavor. Okay, so I ended up getting 4 quarts. That's awesome. So next time I see you back, I will be pulling out the zucchini bread or muffins, whatever I decide to do. Oh gosh, I completely forgot with everything I need to feed the pigs. So on the bottom is all their, like, half of the normal amount of feed I give them. Half of the frozen green beans I brought out, the frozen peaches, all the strawberry fluff, you know, the foam that I skimmed off. I'm gonna run this out to them. I'm not gonna take you guys with though, because it's really starting to rain hard. So I'll see you back inside. Whew, that was a long day and I am a mess. I went out and fed the pigs in the pouring rain. This is zucchini bread, strawberry something. I am just an absolute mess. And I forgot that I even said I was coming back to share the zucchini bread with you. So zucchini bread. I got busy and I was not hearing the timer go off. So it cooked a little longer than I wanted it to. But let me show you what I did. Not canning approved, just to let you know. But I did 3 quart jars of zucchini bread just for fun. And it's going to be what we take on the trip tomorrow out on the lake. So that'll be fun. Just a cute way to carry zucchini bread. It is a very controversial topic about canning breads, but I wanted to see if it was feasible because I think it would make a really fun way to give a gift, and just let whoever you give it to know to go ahead and consume it, and don't store it unless they put it in their fridge or something like that. So yeah, I got a lot done. I got the strawberries, the pie filling, the cherry juice. The freezer's cleaned out now from the freezer burnt leftovers from last year given to the pigs. They seem to really enjoy that. And I have more to do though. So I still have about 35 pounds of cabbage leaves that I'm gonna go out, harvest the kale too, and just do a whole nother round of canning greens the exact same way I did last time. If you missed that video, I'll link it here or at the end of the video. And I have, since I got my Kitchenaid food processor, tomorrow morning I'm probably gonna get all those remaining carrots grated up and bagged up in the freezer. And what else was there? Oh, I have 1 small round of peas that are left to put up. And then I think I'm gonna be caught up as of tomorrow. And it's a good thing because guys, the green beans are coming in like any day now. I'm like looking out there like, hold on just a second. I'm not ready yet. Because you guys, if you grow green beans, it's once that season starts, you're picking every day. So I'm very, very thankful. I'm excited, but Mama needs just a day to catch up. Talk to you guys later.